I'm Patrick Smith, world champion team roper. I'm excited to be working with ABI Equine. They're coming out with the Trevor Brazile E-Series TR3 drag. It's something that I think is much needed in our industry. One thing I hear a lot about is the cowboy up mentality, the old school mentality of these horses are tough animals. They can take treacherous terrain, they can take, bad ground and things like that. And the truth of it is they are tough animals. They are animals that can withstand all kinds of conditions. But in the industry where you're trying to be competitive, every 1/10 of a second counts. No matter what number you are, no matter what situation or event that you're in, if you go to compete, every 1/10 of a second counts. And I think that in the rodeo industry, we've all grown up, and you've seen everybody out there with the panel tied behind a four-wheeler dragging the ground and never really putting any consideration into how important it is in the footing. I mean, if you look at basketball, football, baseball, the amount of preparation that goes in for those athletes to get the ground prepared, to try to keep injuries down and to be consistent is something that, they spend all their time doing that. And I think as in the Western industry, that's something we don't do enough of. I think we need to be more prepared with ground. We need to make sure there's not slick spots, there's not uneven spots. You're not running uphill then downhill. And all of these things are so important. Our horses are athletes too. And we expect them to perform on hard ground. We expect them to perform in soft ground and wet ground, whatever it may be. I think it's really important that we pay more attention to the ground and the protection of our horses. It's not going to do you any good if it's 2 or 3 inches deep at the mouth of the box and then it's 6 inches deep halfway down the arena and 1 inch deep at the back. That's a really big blow to your horse, and you don't ever even really realize it when you're on their back. But over my 15-year career, it's something that I've grown to know is, man, preparing the ground. I've had a lot of people come to my place and tell me, man, you work your arena a lot. So these horses mean a lot to me. Of course I do. Just like I said, I want to protect these animals that I make a living. This is how I put food on the table for my family, is with this. And one wrong move in my practice pen can damper a lot of that. So I think that we, as an industry, I think we need to start focusing a little more on the ground, because all these drags that we've had in the past, you hook up to them, you drag them around your arena, regardless of your conditions, regardless of whether you live in North Dakota, Texas, Oregon, it doesn't matter. And I've traveled all over the country and know how different the ground varies from place to place. In this drag, it's designed to where you can adapt it to any type of ground that you have. And that's something that I've been excited about for my arena. And this thing has so many different options for me to be able to go in there and critique it for exactly what I need for my horses. And I think that's something that our industry's needed for a long time.